somewhere, buried deep beneath mountains, deserts, frozen islands, and even inside abandoned military bunkers, there are vaults most people have never heard of. Places that hold something far more valuable than gold, more important than oil, more powerful than weapons. They hold our memory, every photo you've ever taken, every message ever sent, every scientific discovery, every book, every movie, every creation of humanity, all exist inside a fragile world of electricity, spinning disks, and flickering servers. And if the lights ever went out, if the global network collapsed, if a solar storm, a cyber attack, or a geopolitical disaster wiped the world's data, then everything humanity knows could disappear in seconds. But humanity has a backup plan. Hidden far from cities, protected by layers of ice, rock, and steel, are secret archives designed to survive the end of the world. Massive underground vaults, frozen databanks in the Arctic, laser-etched metal plates meant to outlive entire civilizations, and experimental storage systems that can hold the entire internet inside a teaspoon. This is the story of humanity's attempt to save itself. Not from war, not from climate change, but from forgetting. Tonight, we open the doors of the most secure archives on Earth. We explore the hidden world of global data preservation, and we uncover the plans created by governments, corporations, and scientists to rebuild a digital civilization after a global catastrophe. Because the truth is, our digital world is not safe. Servers fail, hard drives decay, cables break, cloud systems are attacked, and the entire internet depends on electricity that could vanish in an instant. So the question isn't, is humanity backing up its data? The real question is humanity backing up itself? To understand why these vaults exist, we first need to understand the fundamental weakness of digital memory. Digital storage is temporary by nature. Hard drives last 5 to 7 years. SSDs degrade over time even when unused. Magnetic tapes, one of the most reliable backup formats, must be replaced every decade. And in the age of cloud computing, most people believe their data is safe simply because it's stored somewhere on the internet. But the internet is not a cloud. It is a network of physical machines that require constant power, cooling, and maintenance. A failure in one region can cascade across continents. A coordinated cyber attack can destroy synchronized systems within milliseconds. A powerful solar storm could fry satellites, overload transformers, and erase digital memory in an instant. Humanity built a civilization on data. But data is more fragile than we think. This vulnerability is what led governments and corporations to create the world's most extreme backup facilities. Deep inside the Arctic permafrost lies one of the most secure archives ever built. A high-security vault carved into an abandoned coal mine in Svalbard, Norway. Here, in near-permanent sub-zero temperatures, scientists are storing humanity's digital heritage. Manuscripts, government records, historical films, open-source software, scientific databases, and even the source code that runs modern civilization. The location is no coincidence. Svalbard is geologically stable, politically neutral, naturally cold, and isolated from global conflict. If humanity faced a catastrophic event, war, cyber collapse, or global blackout, this vault is designed to remain intact for centuries. But not everything stored here is digital. Some data is preserved on special film engineered to last more than 1,000 years. Unlike hard drives or tapes, this film requires no electricity to survive. The idea is simple. If the future loses the ability to read digital formats, at least the physical code will endure long enough for civilization to rebuild the tools needed to unlock it. It is a reminder that sometimes the safest technology is the oldest one. Yet, even the Arctic is not enough. Across the world, dozens of underground archives exist in places few people know about. A A former limestone mine beneath Pennsylvania filled with government records and microfilm a nuclear-proof bunker in Switzerland holding encrypted corporate backups. A Norwegian mountain facility built to withstand missile strikes and data centers buried beneath Japanese cities, protected from earthquakes and tsunamis. Almost every major nation has one. Some are public, many are secret. Together, they form a silent network of vaults, designed to preserve the world's memory, even if the world above collapses. But the future of data preservation goes beyond vaults and stone walls. Scientists are developing storage systems so advanced that they challenge our understanding of memory itself. One of the most ambitious technologies is DNA storage. DNA is nature's original hard drive. It can store unimaginable amounts of information in a tiny space. A single teaspoon of DNA could theoretically store all the data produced by humanity in a year. Unlike digital memory, DNA lasts for tens of thousands of years if kept cool and dry. Researchers have already stored movies, books, photos, and even computer code inside synthetic DNA strands. If perfected, DNA storage could allow future civilizations to decode our digital history long after our servers have turned to dust. Another emerging technology is glass-based permanent storage. Scientists are using lasers to etch 5D nanostructures into quartz glass plates. Each plate can store hundreds of terabytes and survive extreme heat, radiation, and environmental damage. The plates are small, lightweight, and stable for thousands of years. Imagine a future in which an entire library, billions of documents, fits inside something the size of a coaster. For the first time, humanity might have a form of memory that can outlive civilizations. But even with all these advances, the greatest threat is human behavior. As the world races toward digital convenience, we generate more data than ever before. Photos, videos, messages, transactions, scientific models, AI training sets, medical records, financial systems. Yet only a tiny fraction is preserved long term. Most of what we create today will be gone within decades. Even modern cultural history, memes, posts, viral videos, forum discussions, is disappearing faster than any other era in human history. We think the internet remembers everything. In reality, the internet forgets almost instantly. This leads to a haunting possibility. A future civilization could look back and see our era not as the most documented time in human history, but as the least preserved. Humanity's digital memory could vanish simply because we assumed it would last forever. That is why these global backup projects matter. They are not just vaults for data, they are insurance policies for civilization. If a disaster ever wipes out the digital world, these archives could become the seeds of a digital rebirth. They contain the blueprints for our technology, the history of our nations, the algorithms that run our machines, the scientific knowledge that defines our age, and the stories that make us human. But as powerful as these archives are, no one truly knows if they will be enough. The future is uncertain, the threats are real, and the digital world is far more fragile than anyone wants to admit. So humanity continues to build, to protect, and to preserve, hoping that if the worst ever happens, someone, somewhere will find these vaults, open their doors, and rebuild the world from what was saved. Because in the end, this isn't just a story about data. It's a story about memory, about survival, and about a species trying desperately not to lose itself. This is Global Backup Earth, the invisible plan to save the digital soul of mankind. We've reached the end of another video, friends. If you like this video, don't forget to like it. We'll learn a lot from the videos I share. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my new videos. See you in the next video.